So I'm glad you're coming to the States, playing some shows here, going with Little Feet, and getting around the world. Thanks for spending time in Spindale. And Jack's going to be over at the Gray Eagle tonight at 8 p.m. Sure. We get into another one. I know you wanted to play some instrumental type stuff, but I don't know if that's what you're preparing for.
Oh no, I'm going to play. I'm going to play another piece of mine, and then maybe we'll end on a slide piece after. We got 2 more songs, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Brilliant.
This is a song I wrote while I was busking in London. We hit the low lines looking for a high time. I'm fine, then of course eventually you got framed. You got blamed, you got rised out of every hole. She said, the life's not supposed to be free. We hit the low lines looking for a high time. I'm fine, then of course eventually you got framed. You got blamed, you got rised out of every hole. And she said, the life's not supposed to be free. Hey, what's your name? Why are you looking at me that way? I said, get back your thoughts, get alright. Get back the reason that you had one time. And she said, we get a hard time living on the low line. I'm fine, but then of course eventually you said run. I said I ain't got no one just to care for me. And she said to me, life's not supposed to be free. Oh, hey, what's your name? Why are you looking at me that way? I said, get back your thoughts, get alright. Get back the reason that you had one time. And she said to me, she said, why'd you wanna hang around here? Why'd you wanna hang around here? I said, we get a hard time living on the low line. I'm fine, but then of course eventually you got framed, you got blamed, you got rised out of every hole. And she said to me, life's not supposed to be free. Look out.
Killer.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Jack. All right, thanks. Bringing your Hefner guitars. They sound great, man.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, so I guess for the last part, we should talk about what's coming up. You're playing tonight at the Gray Eagle at 8 p.m. in Nashville, and then we were talking about that big Little Feet tour. But you started to mention a new album there, and I was glad to hear that. You said it was being released in March?
Yeah, so I recorded it in Quebec, in Canada, and it's really it was a nice surprise. I wasn't expecting to work with a drummer. With the lockdown and stuff, I was going to do an acoustic record, but we managed to get ourselves in a nice little bubble so we could work hard and
wonderful.
And yeah, it was a record that I've been sort of trying to make for a long time, but with the trappings of touring and being on the road, never quite having the time and resources. So we put together essentially a rock and roll record, which I'm really excited for people to hear, because it feels like the last few records have all been leading in that direction. There's a lot of slide guitar on this record. There's a lot of groove-based music, and it's pretty much exactly what I wanted to put out.
Love it. It was just kind of like time to rip when it was time to make the new album. Then,
yeah, and we recorded everything very live, you know, apart from obviously the bass had to be added after with my father in the UK, but as live as we could make it, it was me and him playing, me and the drummer playing in the room together.
Okay.
Everything was done first takes. If we didn't get it first time, we'd move on to a different piece. So the whole album's very, it's very real. It's very honest.
Yeah, organic is a nice radio word we like to use for when there's things happening.
I mean, everything, it was so serendipitous, everything even down to, you know, we were just selecting random songs that I was working on and playing them. And when it came to the end and deciding on the order of the record, I put an order together and I sent it to my drummer, and he said, "That's really funny. That's the order we recorded the songs in."
Oh, I got you. Okay. So it just had
so
that
flow
natural flow.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was one thing I noticed. Yeah, you being a multi-instrumentalist, and that you just kind of do seem to have this when it comes around to recording time. That there's not a lot of, you're not reaching out. There's not a band typically. You know, I mean, this is a return to that because this Moonshine Blue kind of has a little bit more pieces of a band. You know, you were talking about Mickey and Mickey. There are two Mickeys.
Yeah, there's a couple of Mickeys on it. Yeah. There's Mickeys everywhere, and they call hip flask Mickeys as well, don't they?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
So 3 Mickeys in the room. But yeah, I mean, I think the nice thing about playing under your own name rather than under a band is the flexibility there. I mean, I always use my father because we're the core of the band, but it's nice to be able to, you know, for different projects use different people, and yeah, I'm lucky this time. It was just the 3 of us, just me and my dad and my friend Mark on drums, and it's really painted a nice picture to me that even with that simple a setup, we can get a big sound.
Yeah, I believe it. I mean, with you playing slide guitar, it's going to be big.
Yeah,
That's the first thing I can predict.
There's a lot of electric guitar on the record too, actually. So it's an all-rounder.
Good. Well, we'll look forward to playing it when it comes out, and hopefully we'll look forward to that in spring. And You'll be out on the second tour with Little Feat. You'll come in with the band and bring them all in then.
I'd love to. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
That'd be great.
Perfect. It's a promise.